it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays.
What's poppin', everybody? How are you doing on this fine Sunday night? We're here for Abu Dhabi, penultimate race of the season. So it's getting closer to the close. As Lauda could claim his championship here tonight. I think if he scores as much as 7 more points than Seagull, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see the actual standings. So yeah, it is quite a little difference here between Lauda and Seagull, and as just said, with a good performance here tonight, Lauda can take his first championship here after his former teammate and friend MQ has done it last season. Gonna be his turn now to beat the almighty Gull. And for the constructors, it is pretty much done and dusted forever for Audi. Which is not a big surprise, honestly. They have like 2 of the strongest 5 drivers. Not sure how that got through seedings, but well, skill issue on our part maybe. Midfield is very interesting though, like Ferrari is also pretty much clear in second. But then we have Red Bull on 95 points, Mercedes on 93, McLaren on 87, Alpine on 81, Haas on 80, Racing Bulls on 75, Aston on 70. So like within 25 points there's like 7 different teams. And I think like the battle for the best of the rest in theory is like also it's a little bit more stretched out now. Jan is pretty much safe in third from here on out. And then we have Emils with 71 points, Karen with 70. Cherry on and the place on 62. Menup on 53. Bats on 46, holy moly. Oh yeah, he got that podium, right? Yeah. And Forza on 44. Rice 42. And a bunch of people in the 30s here. Yalk 36, Kingsman 31, Catalina 29, Wild Ghost 28, MQ 24. A little bit of a quiet season for him. But then again, he's been caught in some incidents. It's not always been all sunshine and rainbows for him. Well, I guess it's been pretty much all sunshine for him and pretty much no rainbows. But yeah, let's get properly into this. What are we even? What am I doing here? First guy out on track seems to be a Red Bull. No, neither of them is on a hot lap yet, so maybe Jan? Yeah, I think Jan is actually the first car on a hot lap, so he gets the privilege to be watched here. Rice, what, like, did I forget something, or like, why are you not racing? Or are you racing? Am I blind? SMH my head. There's still time to join, buddy. But yeah, how was that allowed? I'm low-key agreeing with you. Like, we saw it in the beginning, but then we were also like, okay, yeah, low-key, seating-wise, this is allowed. So we can't really say no to it. But yeah, from what I've heard, Lauda's gonna retire anyways. Oh, you're not home again. SMH my head. Imagine having a life. Well, people are here to watch Forza in the YouTube chat. That is nothing new. I guess we can jump on Forza after Jan has completed his lap here. So he's gonna set the benchmark. 1:23.59. So I've heard from Lauda earlier, I think he's doing a 22 flat in his practice sessions. I might be, maybe he's doing a 22 any, but like I've seen him say something with 22. So we will see. Yeah, there we are, 22.8, so I assume 22 flat was actually what he got. Of course, practice sessions and qualifying can differ a little bit based on the conditions. But yeah, probably a little bit of improvement there for him. Yeah, no problem. We're gonna try and give, or I'm trying to be mindful a little bit of the Forza fan service. Let's see here. Think you probably know this guy as well then? I actually know him personally, yeah. Okay. Thought so, almost. Really nice guy. Yeah, I have no complaints so far. It's definitely worse people in Formula Sundays. I'm saying it like there's bad people in Formula Sundays. There's not really bad people in Formula Sundays. He fits right in. Maybe this is better. So, Nicholas here, well behind everyone but Barry, who did not really seem to have a proper first lap. Yeah, he's improving by 11 seconds here. This is not going to be okay, actually I was going to say it's not going to be great, but it's enough for P5. It's only really far behind Lauda, but then close to everyone in the rest. Kind of interesting that Seagull is also so far down. I wonder if he's going for another here. I think that would make him... I mean, we could either watch Seagull or Catalina. I feel like we're gonna watch Seagull later on enough, so let's just jump on Catalina a little bit. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure if she's already racing wheel. She is wanting to switch over from controller to wheel. She has apparently sawed holes into her table so she can fit her wheel on there, only to decide she's gonna buy a sim racing stand at some point, I think. I'm fully leaking the equipment now. But I'm not sure if she wanted to swap over then for wheel if the racing stand arrives, or if she's already there. Has had decent races in the past, so like either getting well adjusted to the new equipment or still rocking it on the controller. Let's see. Okay, yeah, the wheels were not really on the track here, but I guess that counts. Let's see the goal. 0.4 improvement. I mean, he needs a decent bit, but the time is all in the part where he is at right now. Sectors 1 and 2 really just full speeds. There's like 2 braking zones in each. Now this is the more technical part. Can be a lot of time gained here. Through the Latifi corner, no problem. Not sure if it's called Latifi corner, but it should be, honestly. And that's a 0.5 improvement, still 0.3 down from Lauda. Let's see, Mr. Yeast is on an invalid lap. Bunch of people on an out lap. Don't think Nicholas is... no, that's gotta be an in lap. So I think our first car to look at would probably be Jan. Might be MQ though, because we've seen Jan's first lap. Yeah, I think I'm saying this every time we race this track. But Abu Dhabi, like after the updates, actually low-key one of my favorite tracks. Like the parts I've hated the most have all been adjusted, kinda. Kinda hated the chicane in Sector 1, that's just been entirely removed. And I kinda hated the chicane in the beginning of Sector 3, and that's been made into a nice little round corner. So, W track, honestly. Do you think it's... Damn, you're here to hate watch your rivals from a militarized region. What the hell? Ah, Eastern European things, huh? Or are you back in the military, actually? But yeah. On board with MQ. who is abandoning his lap right now. So who else is there? The GOAT? Any of the GOAT fans? The track is sometimes good, sometimes maybe cheats. Yeah, fair. To be fair, like, I'm not an expert on the racing matter, really. Because I don't drive in this game. But I feel like the last time I've driven, it was a fun track for me personally, and I feel like it gives plenty of opportunities to do something, to get some overtakes done. To be fair, I'm not sure if we've had this with the new cars already. Can only imagine that the things get amplified there. Also, completely like in the Marta way of casting, ignored that the place has thrown out quite a banger there, and Cherry as well, both of them massively improving. Jan has improved as well, if I'm not mistaken, but not as much as the others. Let's see, Forza invalid lap. Barry. Oh, is that a what, towing strategy? Holy moly. Mercedes. Cooking here in German engineering. Let me guess, he's gonna do it again. Hey, yo. That's coordination. It's almost like my rivals have been practicing all week and my teammate will end up getting taken out again. I assume you're not in the Racing Bull, you're in the Red Bull, right? Yeah, RIP. I think MQ might become the new Fabian here. He seems to be attracting other cars recently. Oh, there he's dead. Okay, that was a weird lag. Not sure what happened with MQ there. Not sure if Barry improved actually. Wait. Karen P2, that is a sizable improvement. Let's see, Spats, yep. Our favorite track was Portugal, glad it's coming back. Yeah. Oh, dude, like, for real F1, like, Malaysia? Oh, low-key cooking. I feel like it's gonna be a battery nightmare because there's, like, so many fast sections there and, like, mega long straights, of course. But, like, oh. I kind of love that as well, playing it on like the F1 2012 or whatever we've had at home. Okay, that's definitely one of the lines on track. But yeah, I like Portugal is great, honestly. I do like that. Just the track has so much character, right? Like, even though I feel like we gotten used to Abu Dhabi, or I myself maybe, and I kind of appreciate it as like the last race of the championship, but like it's never gonna have the same aura that like even a track that like Portimao has, and we've barely driven it in my time of watching F1. It's really only in the Corona years, right? So like, just because it has all these ups and downs, all these hills, and it's just like put into like actual landscape and not just pretty much plastered upon some parking lot like this one. Karen, my man, today is the day he wins. Win prediction for Karen again. It has not helped him so far. I'm pretty sure the menace of this season here is gonna have something against that. Lauda going into the pits this time now. Not quite ready for his last attempt yet. So we're going with Nicholas. I think might be the only one who is on a hot lap right now. Actually, Catalina might be. Not too sure. His lap is Also more lukewarm, I'd say. Ooh, yeah, Spiny Chunga's here for him. Nice catch. I was gonna say limited amounts of damage, but it's just qualifying. He didn't hit the wall. Let's see it positively, I guess. And now we can... Whoa, nope. Very other plays here are up for grabs for the next hot lap. So yeah, any wishes for the random draw next week? Shall I rig the wheel somehow? Portimao, I guess, is on the cards. Another instance of Monaco. No, I like Monaco was, I think it was like relatively fun for Monaco's sake, but like it was still kind of a sleeper. Zandvoort for real, Spin City. Yeah. I did not watch the race today. I did see the highlights though. Yeah, I don't know. Rip Max. I will say though, like, Hulkenberg turned into prime Marseille there on the water lateral spin. Like, holy moly, dodging him the smoke there was kind of crazy. Cooking for real, for real. Didn't even know where he finished, but that was peak. But yeah. It's interesting to see now, when the McLarens are apparently strong again. Norris is winning races again. Can't quite see myself to hoping he takes it away yet. I do feel like I would rather see Antonelli take it either way. But yeah. World would have felt if Verstappen just took the championship last year. It would have been crazy scenes. McLaren's are the 21 Red Bulls and Mercedes are Mercedes 21. Yeah. Yeah, maybe, I guess. And to be fair, I feel like for 21 Red Bull, Piastri is doing a little bit too well. Like, this would imply that the cars, like... Yeah, I guess if both of them are good drivers, it's hard to say if the car's actually shit. For Red Bull, you could have, like, clearly seen it. Because, well, it was evident that Perez was not going anywhere with that thing. Mercedes God engine, yeah, for real. Well, 30 seconds on the quali. Everybody's gonna get to start one last lap here, I think. Karen's just gonna go over the line in a little bit, and Catalina is gonna be there too. And of course we have a whole bunch of people who are just going to be finishing their laps now. I think that's just improved. It's just out of East right now as well. Let's see Forza. That's 2/10 for Forza as well. That's... Did not look too fast there, Yeast. Sector 3 here. The last few turns, the Mercedes both up ahead of him. Wonder if both of them are gonna make an actual lap now. Cherry has gone P2, holy moly. I mean, Cherry for sure did put out an actual lap. I think this might be the first time that either Lauda or Seagull was out-qualified when they were actually qualifying by someone in this season. Damn, is Cherry the new quali merchant? I mean, he sure is a corner cut merchant. That is common knowledge. Let's see. Oh, and Seagull gets beaten just about by Karen as well. Ah, Catalina with the invalidation. That would have been... Wow, that would have been at least beating her teammate there. But I don't know if Bats improved here in the very end. Nope, stayed 10th. Cherry's the new quali merchant. 6 seconds of corner cut incoming. I think 6 might be cutting it short. I think last weekend he had like 15 or something. But then again, I feel like the Madrid track was kind of very inviting to corner cut. I'm not sure. Well, Lauda on pole, pretty much uncontested. Cherry, the only other guy who posted a 22 on the front row here. Karen and Seagull following. Barry and Jan in 5 and 6. I think the usual suspects mostly here. The Place and Yeast. And then we have Forza and Bats completing the top 10. Afterwards, Catalina, MQ, Bacon, and Nicholas. This one is 2, the Gortifi corner. To be fair, I've seen them run like fairly wide in this one in quali and like not invalidate a bunch of times. I would be surprised if they would get a lot of warnings there. Yeah, turn 1 I kind of get. I guess turn 1 I kind of get. But otherwise, like, I feel like with the reduction of the chicanes, they kind of took away most of the corners you would cut otherwise. I guess, like, you could run wide into out of turn 3. I think that has been an issue in the past. If you get carried towards the outside a little bit too much. But yeah. We will see. For now, it is going to be Cherry P2 here. That's gonna be crazy, actually. I hope he can keep up with the others in the race. I mean, to be fair here, he does have the highest top speed out of everyone but Catalina. In the quali at least, with 335 kph, whereas everybody else peaks at like 333 or 332. Forza is on 35 as well, and Catalina is on 340. Not sure how she's done that, but yeah. Your maximum hate watching. For who are you hate watching though? Maybe I missed it, but like, who is your hate watching target here? Is it like, is it Karen and Jannemann? Because they are like ahead of you in the championship, I guess. Mercs and McLarens. Oh, yeah, okay, Roop. McLarens? Bats and Catalina? Didn't think you were like in contention with them a lot. I thought you would have been ahead of them for most of the season. How comes the hate? All on mediums here, so rare side. Everybody on the same strat. Oh, for the constructors, yeah, fair. I mean, you have Nicholas here, who might finish the race and get you a point or two at least. And I do hope MQ kind of gets through the field a little bit as the race goes on, at least ahead of the McLarens. You're not that interested in drivers. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, we're either going or SMH. Is the game seriously predicting like a 4-stop to happen? 4-stop? No, 4-stint, 3-stop. I don't think that's... I don't even think we're gonna see medium hard. I would be surprised if we were to see 2 pit stops. It's usually gonna be 1 pit stop anyways. Seems inevitable, really. Not that interested in drivers. Smoked your only chance. Yeah, fair enough. Well, well, well. Formation lap about to come to a close here. Lauda is wiggling down the start-finish straight. Going through Karen, as you would. And we're lining up on the grid. Okay. Barry has taken a couple of tries to not teleport. I think everybody is lined up here. So yeah. 2 more races to go. Lights are going on here for Abu Dhabi. And they're out and away we go. I can't really see who got the best start, but Seagull seems to be getting away quite well. Has gotten Karen immediately. Lauda also having a sizable gap already. The top 5 have sorted each other out a little bit, but further down there's position changes. Bats has lost some, Catalina has lost some. MQ has gained positions here crucially. Coming into the hairpin, there is a spin by Forza. And not much more coming of it. Bacon picking up a position as a result. Where is MQ? Oh, MQ lost all the positions again. He's trying to get past his teammates. They bang wheel. And coming into the next hairpin. Some more action here between the Place and Yeast. Getting squeezed there a little bit is the Aston Martin. But I do think he has to yield here. Takes the slipstreams, looking for a counter on the next corner. Ooh, and Bacon sticks a wheel where it shouldn't be stuck. Collects the spin on the way there. Do think it was a little bit overzealous by Bacon to try and go for that, as honestly I would have thought it was for Bats to go for this one. I don't think this was the wisest one, but nothing happened, fortunately for the McLarens. Well, let's jump on board then. Yeah, okay, I wanted to be there for the Seagull overtake, but he was already past Cherry pretty much when we jumped on board with him. But there we have it. Now, Seagull not starting from the back means that we get some proper fighting on the top there between the 2 fastest drivers. I think Karen here, using the fabled technique, the Bluetooth shove. Cherry gets sent deep into the corner, but no contact ever occurs. And Barry is past Cherry as well. Ooh, there is some... God damn, I don't think I would recommend that usually, and of course our boy is involved again. Your hate watching so far is not working out, Emils. MQ has been in 3 different collisions, I feel, whereas the McLarens have gotten away relatively unscathed. I guess Cherry is losing some positions, so that works, I guess. Oh, my fucking throat is itchy. I'm not quite sure how to tickle it. Oh, wait. Thank you. Okay, I think it's better. Bacon, I'm not sure what happened there. I would assume it looked like he crashed into the pit entrance. Not sure if by accident or if to retire. I can imagine he was not entirely done with it. But yeah, that's what caused the virtual safety car here, I think. At least not a real safety car, I guess, but at this point it wouldn't have made much of a difference. I don't think anyone is getting a free pit stop off it neither. So the restart timing here is going to be crucial. But I don't think anyone is going to get it at the beginning of a straight, really. Question is just, yep, I was about to say whether someone picks up a penalty, and it is another hit on the Red Bulls. drive through for Nicholas. As Jan is seemingly stuck behind Barry here. Probably gonna make light work of him soon to catch up to the top 3. Yeah, Nicholas here with the drive-through. Why the Red Bulls? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you're watching with hate, but you're actually watching your own team by accident. But here's Jannemann. And that is easy enough. I don't think there's any way for Barry to defend that, actually. It's just too long of a straight line. I mean, he might counterattack here, albeit I thought Jan's battery was like significantly more empty. I think Jan is just gonna be through here. Well, let's see though. Cherry vs Yeast. And Cherry's dropping big time in the race here. Actually, let's go on board with the place. He can see both of them. It's the 3 of them coming up towards the final turn. It looks like the place he seems to have good pace. Oh, and Yeast is dead. And that should be a safety car. Yep, that is a safety car. So, yeah, spin by Yeast here. Really unfortunate for Forza, because I think he was just past the pits, and now MQ and Nicholas here are gonna have the biggest advantage because they can just go to hards. Let's see if Nicholas pulls through as well. F. I mean, he's last anyways, I guess. And I don't know if he would have caught up in the next lap enough to gain any positions either way. I think, yeah, he has to slow down here to keep the delta. Safety cars parking there. And, I mean, this is great for Jan, I guess. Because he's going to be right there with the top guys. And also he's like 5 seconds away from Lauda, so the Audis can actually double stack. I do assume we're going to see all of the top guys here diving into the pits now. Oi, little Mr. Red Panda, I guess. Do we know you? Are you a newcomer? If so, welcome. And there we are. Lauda into the pits, Seagull into the pits. Oh, Seagull almost rear-ending the Audi there. And then so is everybody else. Even for Cherry and Barry, it works out really, really well because they're just... Are they just far enough apart? Let's see, actually. Okay, so in real Formula 1 this would have worked. I think Jan is actually losing a little bit of time here. Yeah, he's lost the position to Barry again. Cherry, though, kept his. And Catalina P1. Catalina P1. Alert, alert. I don't know what the tire wear is, but in theory, 2-stop now. Yeah, I guess so. Like... I don't think you're gonna go to the end from here on out. So, tire choices. Catalina hasn't pitted, obviously still on the mediums. Everybody who I am not explicitly naming is on hards now. The only exceptions are Seagull, who pitted for another set of mediums, so he's definitely gonna come in an extra time. Bats is on a set of mediums. Forza is on a set of mediums, and I assume he's pitted as well. And I do think Nicholas is still on his original set of mediums. Hearts go 4 rounds, 20 laps maximum. Yeah, fair. Well, like, I do think it's another stop from here on out as well. Seagull is on mediums. I don't think he would have taken the mediums if it was clear that you could just finish the race on the hards. This is a blunder that he would usually not make, I think. Safety car in this lap, so very short one. Oh god, I think I might have gotten a hiccup. Oh, another Catalina safety car incident, question mark? No. We will see when she will get going. And it seems to be now. Decent start for her. I do think she's gonna get eaten alive by Lauda in a second. Just the pace difference between the two. We can see him just zooming in every single turn. He's gaining a 10th. And I think she's not even gonna last until the long straight here. Lauda is already by. And Seagull's having a look as well, I'm sure. I think I want to go on board with... actually, let's go on board with Seagull real quick. But I do kind of want to go on board with Jan, because I do think he wants to clear the Mercedes ASAP. To not let a gap build between him and the top guys again. Oh, Karen immediately going through. Or is he? Okay, yeah, I think he is. It looked a little bit closer there briefly. But I guess that's, like, it's actually okay from Catalina to not pit there then, right? If she's going for the one-stopper. Because everybody else will have to stop as well. And now you at least got the track position. A little bit of a dive here by Kingsman. Now Jan is in extra trouble because he has to clear Catalina as well. I think he's gonna go... Oh, he's not gonna do just that yet. Couldn't find the window to go by there. You feel bad for Cherry now. How is that? I do think he just falls off in race pace a little bit. He may just be a quality merchant. Jan side by side with Catalina, we see it up ahead, and he is easily through on the outside. And the place here is getting overtaken by Forza there. A little bit of a dive towards the inside. Cherry ahead of the two McLarens here. And we see Bats and Catalina seemingly going in side by side. I mean, to be fair, I was like, yeah, Catalina got track position now and she doesn't have any major disadvantage. Why did Nicolas pit after the safety car? Oh, yeah, like, okay, Forza people in the YouTube chat, you gotta teach this guy a little bit of strategy. What happened, Cherry Bottle? Not really. It's just Cherry is getting skill issued, I guess. In the most unremarkable way. He's just getting outpaced a little. I'm not sure if he's also getting outpaced by Bats. I do feel like Forza and the place should be quicker than the McLarens. Oh, and Catalina in the wall. Catalina in the wall. I'm not sure if there was contact. I think if so, we will see it in the reports afterwards, but it is not entirely uncommon to spin there. Yeast has finished in that wall the exact same time. Catalina at least avoiding death. But we shall have a look if front wing has avoided death as well. Actually, pretty okay. Like, maybe she has minor damage, but it's not too bad, as there is a little bit of a battle going on here on the front. On board with Seagull right now, he should have the advantage as he has the better tires. Side by side with drag racing down to the hairpin. Seagull gonna Verstappen louder. It's not quite as brutal, but oh, okay, never mind. I was about to say, I do think he comes out ahead, but he does actually not quite yet. Lauda backs out of this one though. Knowing he will have the advantage in the later stages of the race. Probably if he wants to go through on this tire, doesn't want to destroy his tire too much, whereas Seagull can push much more aggressively because he's guaranteed to have that extra stop. Let's assume the water has calmed a little bit up front there. Actually can look a little bit on at MQ. If we can go by the first few laps of the race, something is about to explode near him. Okay, no, I didn't mean it like that. I will say some incident is gonna happen to him or around him. The place through Bats here, and Forza I think goes by as well. And MQ here, lots of lifting and coasting to get very, very close. Doom lock in. Lock in what, man? I'm screaming at my screen, alone in my room. Pushing 30. I should have locked in 5 years ago, I think. But yeah. Ooh, Bats. A little bit of a late one. Once more there's minor contact, but they survived well enough. Oh man. How do you lock in, guys? How do you youth people do this locking in thing? No. Lauda locked in P1 for now. A little bit of a dive for sure, but Seagull saw it coming, and I think probably gonna go for revenge in the upcoming corners. Let's see if they drive half the track side by side again, coming up there. Start dropshipping, yeah. Create an AI OnlyFans model. I'm sure. I don't know, man. I've seen these like on Instagram, these reels where they are like, oh yeah, here's your like effortless side hustle, 15 minutes a day, 4,000 euros a month or whatever. I'm not sure. For sure was some of them like work, but I don't know. I feel like dropshipping is just like I don't think it can't be worth it, right? Surely not. Surely it's not worth the hustle. But then again, maybe this is why I'm sitting in my apartment alone, screaming at my screen on a Sunday night, because I'm not locking in enough and I'm not dropshipping. I'm not making these 4,000 euros extra on the side. Because I'm sure like only 4,000 euros more would help me escape this. Oh no, we're not getting political. Oh, no, I have to refrain. It's so hard really on work. Like whenever someone brings up a political viewpoint, and I work in a fairly conservative industry, like it's not uncommon for people to, like, I think, vote moderate right-wing. Like, I'm fairly certain not a lot of them vote the extremists, but, like, you know, and, like, my inner leftists who's running around with the Communist Manifesto in his backpack, unironically, because it's just not a very thick book, and whenever I have some downtime, I have something to read, because I've never read it, and was like, oh, I might as well get familiar with the source material. And it's like really hard for me to not crash out at these like mid-50, 60-year-old people who are like, yeah, but actually the stupid kids today are all lazy and all at their phone, and your guys are the reason the world is exploding right now, because you suck, and we built all of this with our bare hands. And I'm legit, I want to punch people. Yeah, sell a course, yeah, that's a good idea. What do you mean the source material? Like, as a modern... I wouldn't even call myself a leftist. Like, calling yourself a leftist is just so edgy, right? I feel like it's... Low-key political debate is so stupid because left-wing arguments are just, like, normal human being arguments. And, like, right-wing arguments are just the most dystopic shit ever. Like, I don't even get how people fall for that stuff. Like, it's crazy. It's like, hey, yeah, so, like, you're poor, right? Like, do you want to be enslaved more? Yeah, cool, yeah, I love that. Yeah, bro, like, wake the Nah, okay, I said I didn't want to get political, but I'm crashing out here. Yeah, this happens every time when we have discussions at work as well. The German Chancellor was 4 weeks away on holiday while we had the most major droughts ever. The rivers were on like their lowest points ever, and there was actual Russian terrorism on German soil, and he's not said anything about it. And all of that after he screamed at the workers for half a year that they need to be more productive and they need to go work more. Like, seriously, like, I don't know, if people start arguing, yeah, but like, yeah, he's on the holiday, yeah, but the land is in crisis, man, you are the fucking chancellor, man, come back. And they tell me I'm wrong there, and so yeah, tonight is the night where we get the Sunday Esports Twitch channel banned finally. I'm just not gonna engage with any of this discussions at all. The discussions I'm having with myself, because I'm pushing 30 and screaming at myself in my apartment. What is going on in my Formula 1 game stream? I'm so sorry, Rise. I'm politically radicalizing you here. We gotta seize the means of productions, brethren. Bats with the first corner cut penalty. Ding, 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 ding. It's Cherry not on the first penalty this time. What is going on? So now let's watch Cherry gets the corner cut penalty live in 4K. Turn 1 is coming up. Oh, okay, never mind. Maybe he's heard us. Maybe he's heard us. He's driving extra careful now to get no penalty on Scream. On Scream. Yeah, screaming as well. Stream. The main culprit is not active indeed. Let's jump back to the top. Also, Jan has almost closed up with these guys, so this little two-way battle, because I'm gonna be real, Karen is sitting in the cuck car right now. But this might evolve into a little four-way battle in a second when Janeman joins the action. Oh, East has left the yeah, okay, that's no surprise. Bro's been dead for half an hour. And Siga, like, he remains ahead for now. Really wondering when he goes into the pits, because he has the hard tire ahead of him, right? And he has, of course, the option to try and undercut Lauda. Oh, there we are. Hey, the gull heard me. But yeah, his only chance really is to undercut Lauda here, and the others, of course. And they can't follow the undercut this early because the mediums won't make it to the end very well. Yeah. Is Lauda one stop possible? Yes. Seagull was actually going medium and is now only on the hards. Everybody else but Forza and Bats are on the hard tires right now. So everybody could theoretically go to the end. Albeit, I will also say, it is quite a stretch to go for the end from here on out. I think we went into the pits in like lap 6 or so. So it's like 10 laps. And I have some of the data for the hard tire runners, and they are like around 40% tire wear. So, like, I assume this is probably towards the higher end, and I'm not sure what the tool reads actually, if it only reads like the highest tire or if the lowest, but like 10 laps 40%, 13 laps to go, I feel like you're gonna go into the 80s. It's risky, but it's possible. So, yeah, if people are preserving the tires properly, they can go to the end. Jan is going into the pits now, Forza as well. So, they for sure aren't going to the end here. And a lot of people are going to the pits, so, like, I think the theory is just crumbling right now. Everybody's going for their second set of hearts. Well, I say everybody. Top 5 here, still out, have not pitted yet. To Mercedes especially is interesting because both of them have to go on separate laps. They can't go on the same laps, they're too close together to double stack right now. So I wonder who needs to go first. I assume they're in voice chat together, at least regarding how well they coordinated their tow in the qualifying. Seagull undercut has been huge, by the way. It's 3 seconds clear of Jan. That's kind of crazy, actually. Like, that is a lot. And Lauda is gonna go in only in this lap, I assume, then. Let's see on Karen's PV. We probably will have them both in the picture. Lauda's just staying out. I wonder if staying out is just his play, but then again, it's like 13 laps, and it's only a 18-ish second gap right now. And Seagull has been, well, we will see what he has been lapping as soon as he crosses the line. Barry is into the pits now. To be expected that one of the Mercedes was going to go in. Oh, no, wait. Lauda, like everybody else, has free tire choice. I was about to say, oh no, Lauda has to go medium still, but he could just go another set of hearts and could go in early. So, Seagull has been not much faster actually in the last lap. 26.109 versus Lauda's 26.67. So it's only half a second of a difference. So for now, it actually seems possible that Lauda will stay ahead and not get caught by Seagull. I mean, this entirely depends as well on how much Karen and Lauda will be fighting. I don't think it would be smart for them to fight a lot. I do think if they keep staying out for much longer, it's pretty much guaranteed to be a set of mediums though, like, because I can't imagine it's good to challenge the undercut like that. Sharing the place into the pits. Making Forza and Barry here, I think, the most likely battle to deliver an overtake. I don't think Karen's gonna challenge Lauda much. He's happy enough just to follow. Ooh, MQ with the time penalty here as well. If they pit, it has to be now or lap 20. Yeah, fair. What's the lifetime of the mediums, you say? They probably do survive for like 10-ish laps, right? I mean, to be fair, the wear on the hearts is quite crazy in comparison, I think. I think they would usually last longer. Like, the wear on the track seems to be relatively high in general. If they pit now, they are undercut. Yeah, for sure. I think the window for just going for hearts has expired. They gotta drag it out like a little bit longer and then hope that they can get an advantage on the mediums later on. or they just stay out entirely and hope. Yeah. Let's see, the goat here versus Cherry. Not really gotten the best exit. It uses some energy here to close up again, but not getting in them. Mediums are optimally 9 to 11 laps, so it is still very well possible to go in now. Ooh, interesting move by the place. Forces Cherry more towards the inside there by feinting the move on the outside. Let's see lap times again. Seagull is driving 25.8. Lauda is driving 27.5. So it is 1.7 seconds per lap right now. Which would surmount on 9 laps to roughly 15.5 seconds of time gain if the delta stays like that. So Seagull would probably be in striking distance in like the penultimate or last lap somewhere. And they're staying out. I think they want to go to the end. Throat is really not happy with me today. So we are enjoying some nice battling here between Cherry and the place. MQ's watching on from behind for now. I wonder when he's gonna get involved in there. So what did we say? Like 40% on 10 laps, so it's 4% per lap. We pitted lap 6, 15 laps, so we should be in the 60s now for the Hearts, for Lauda and Karen. Wait, is that even possible? It's 8 more laps, 4 times 8, 32, 92. If I'm calculating that right. So we would go towards the 90s. I feel like this is just incredibly risky. I mean, I respected low-key baller move by them to go further. They don't make it, no? It's gonna be hard, I feel. Like, maybe the tool is really just taking the wear off the tire with the highest wear, so you would only risk 1 tire. But, like, they're staying out. They are staying out. So no regrets. Oh, the place here was briefly looking to make a move. Whose info do you have? I'm purposefully not saying. I'm also not saying whether or not I still have current info, which is why I'm calcing the info when everybody was still on the Hearts. Because I feel like people are already not sharing their telemetry. I'm like usually I can go by 2 to 4 drivers depending on who races. And yeah, I'm just not gonna share it, so like they don't get discouraged from sharing their info even more. But yeah. If you have cherries, then they are fine. No, I don't have cherries, actually. That much I would say. Ooh, Lauda, 3-second time penalty. Now this is gonna be really rough. To be fair, we were saying really rough when he has virtually won the championship already. He only cannot outscore, but oh, he's pitting. He is pitting. Is there anything special looking about his car? I'm not sure if he has like a puncture or had a puncture or something. Definitely a little bit of a late stop here. Well, he has a lot of ground to make up, but I guess he has soft tires now, so cooking. I'm curious though what Karen will do. Let's see some Forza. Of course, right when I go to see what Lauda is doing, the place finally gets an overtake on Cherry. But yeah, Emils, you can share your telemetry if you want. That would be a banger. There's some more data to go off. As Barry spins off the track there and yields his position. Same goes for you, for Ice. I do think you're not usually on the ones that share them. It does not really look like Cherry is quite in the position to fight back here. It does look like the place is just having the pace. How do you do that? Good question. I think in the settings there is like a tab with telemetry or something, and there you can flick an option from like private to shared or something over, like something like that. I don't even know how to share it. Yeah, it's somewhere in the settings. Maybe I will just... I'll go there in the very end, I'm not sure. Because I'm not sure if I'll find it right now as well. But I do think like it's... You have to look for it a little bit, it's in the settings somewhere. But it's only one little button. And it would be cool. Gives me more things to go by. Right now I always have to guess. 5 more laps and Karen is the only one staying out there. It's kind of getting pulled forwards by Nicholas, which is ironic to say. But Nicholas on the softs there. Currently driving the same lap times as Karen is. And Lauda, was this his out lap? Nope, it was his first real lap. No, it was not the fastest lap of the race even, but it is 1.5 seconds quicker than Seagull and Jan. And Karen is currently about 1.5 seconds slower than Seagull and Jan. So 3 seconds quicker than Karen. 1.5 seconds quicker than Jan and Seagull, so he's gonna catch Jan by the end of this lap. Seagull's not that far away, and Karen is probably gonna be caught by the end of the race as well here. It's gonna be very, very close, but it's gonna be very interesting. Barry here could have a chance of attacking Forza again. And the place and Cherry are closing in behind them as well. The gap was like more than 2 seconds a little bit ago. Now it's just about 1.5 seconds. These two guys fighting, of course, will cost them some time. We have Barry around the outside. Wonder if Forza's gonna try and stick a wheel at all, and I do think it is wise to do not. The place is within a second already. I think it's just a matter of time until Cherry's gonna join this battle as well. Yeah, and Karen's lead keeps melting away. It's about 2 seconds slower than Seagull, and an extra second slower than Lauda. So 3 seconds for Lauda still, but Lauda only 1 second quicker than Seagull and Jannemann in the last lap, and that's not gonna be enough to catch Seagull, I'm afraid. I mean, the tire wear, if we calculated right? 10 laps, 40%. Karen should be around 80 now. If what we saw in lap 16 was reliable at any point. Ooh, and there's the time penalty. Yeah, seems to be barely able to keep his car on the road. And oh my god, if he's slower, when he's slower here, we can see his tires. These things just do not look great. The front right there looks grainy as hell. And Seagull is zooming in here. I think with without the time penalty, Karen may have been able to keep Lauda ahead at least. But I do think it might just be Jova here. And amidst all of them is Nicholas here, getting lapped. I do kind of want to go back to these guys though, for now. Remind me to go to the top group again. But right now it looks like there's more of a fight in these guys. I don't think Jan did fight back much at all against Lauda. And Forza so close, but not quite in range to make a move. And the place is lurking. It's just waiting for that one mistake by the cars ahead to get into action and to capitalize on it. I mean, it's a baller move by Karen either way. I respect it madly to go for the no stopper after the safety car. I do think his tires must be like about to explode. It's really just a gamble whether or not they will survive this. Seagull is going to go for the lead here in a second. And to be honest, I think like from a tactical standpoint, Karen should probably just let him by. And hope that Seagull can drag him away from Lauda for long enough. To be fair, on the other side, he could try to keep him behind and like use him as sort of a shield against Lauda. But I don't think that's gonna be fruitful at all here. Tiny release there by Seagull to get the full benefits of the straight line mode. Oh my god. Coming together here. On the straight line, Karen is still pretty quick, I guess. But here in the turns, you see the lack of grip. There's only one more lap to go. Right, and this front right tire is looking devious, I can't lie. Oh, the place has left the session. That's unfortunate there. I do feel like he's getting a puncture here. Yeah, the front right is exploding. One lap too early here for him. Let's see if he can keep it on the track at least. I do think Janneman is gonna approach next. He's running very deep, no surprise. I mean, his straight line speed is crazy still. Like, come on, Jan, press the accelerator. Okay, low-key, like... I'm not sure if that's reportable, but like... I think I would have stopped accelerating into the car in front of me after like 2 seconds or so. Oh, maybe Jan didn't go full speed so that he could give the position to Lauda. Because he needs the 3-second gap, of course, to Lauda. Okay, wow, he's going even slower. See, low fuel mode? He's no fuel! Oh my god, he was not even like trolling, he was just lifting to save fuel. Bro, what is this race? Everybody's just hanging on with dear life. Karen makes it home. Jan makes it to the podium with low fuel mode there in the very end. And there we have it, Forza in P5, what a race by him there. Barry in a decent P6 as well. I think Cherry's going to be okay with P7. Of course, the place, I think the disconnect probably cost him more. He would have had a chance at a better position, I'm fairly certain. MQP9, at least some points for your Red Bull boys, I guess. Bats is coming through in 10th. Ooh, Catalina does not look nice on the front right neither. That tire is more wobbly than any working tire should be, to be honest. If Karen didn't push him, he would have gotten the podium. Yeah, maybe, maybe. Yeah, 5th for Forza is really nice indeed, YouTube chatters. And what a race here, like 2 flat tires there. Seagull masterclass, to be honest. He just undercut the entire field and never looked back. And then even though Lauda put on a pretty good performance there in the very end with the soft tire to make a little bit of a comeback. No chance against the Gull. Race winner, fastest lap driver of the day. Most overtakes for Catalina. And cleanest driver, Cherry. Yeah, he didn't even get a corner cut penalty here today. It's crazy, I think. But yeah, Seagull wins. Lauda is 2nd. I am not entirely sure if that is enough for him. I do think the championship decider goes to the last race, but I'm not entirely sure as that this could be like, this is probably a situation where Seagull needs to win and Lauda needs to get no point at all, which is unrealistic. Granted, we give points all the way down to P15 by now, so he really needs to die to lap 1, and then the attendance has to be higher than in all the races before as well. So yeah, Janneman on the podium, really nice drive by him. Karen as well, banging drive there with the hearts, taking it all the way to the end. And then of course P5 Forza, as we said, amazing one by him. I think his best result so far, if I'm not mistaken. Kingsman and Cherry will not complain about the points for the Mercedes. The place in 8th could have been a little bit more, but ultimately it is what it is. And then MQ and Bats completing the top 10. Last 2 finishes Catalina and Nicholas. And then of course Yeast and Bacon not surviving the early race. So yeah, it was a banger, honestly. I greatly and thoroughly enjoyed it tonight with you. It's 180-degree difference from last week, where I cannot lie, watching Madrid was a little bit of despair, and I think driving Madrid was probably as well. So yeah, happy to have been here tonight with you guys. Happy to have had some chatting, so I'm not entirely schizoing out, even though I may or may not have lost my cool for a second. I'm yapping. It's gonna be a random track next week. We will draw it only a few minutes before the race start, and that's gonna be very fun. Everything, I'm fairly certain, usually we put everything that hasn't been driven in the season on the line, but we will see about that. So yeah. With that being said, enjoy your night, and see you next week. Bye-bye.
And it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays.